where the Hamashiach is getting ready to come.
And hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I am the Lord.
Last words, brother.
Shalom, ma.
All right.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. All right.
Right.
Shabbat shalom, Israel. Shabbat
Right.
shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Israel. Y'all know the deal. Let us get a 1 in the chat if you can hear us. A 2 if you can't. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. We about to get it in today, brother Daniel.
All right. So before we even get started, we want to lift a sister up in prayer. So she has put her comment in the box right here. So y'all see that. So just read to that, and let's make sure that we uplift this sister and her family.
That's right.
All of the Shabbat. So just let's remember our dear sister in prayer, Sister L'Ariel. So, all right. So the title of today's lesson, of course, as you see, is going to be modern day women and their affinity for wickedness. Now, I'm going to let y'all know straight up and give you a disclaimer. Now, y'all know we love our women, and the word says that we must cry out and spare not, and show Israel their trespass. Yeah. And we already know that a lot of our women are out of control, and this doesn't mean that the brothers don't get no pass either. But you got to understand one thing: brothers don't have a problem with correction; only the women do. And that's been the biggest problem with Israel thus far. And that's why a lot of this free speaking mindset comes from the heathens. Our women are just grabbing it and running with it. So don't get upset. Don't get upset at the messenger, all right? Because if you're going to get mad at me and Brother Eitan for doing what the word says to do and to give out this unadulterated truth, then guess what? You're going to have to be mad at a lot of brothers who are rising up, who are taking the mantle and picking up the sword of these scriptures, and they're slashing left and right and nonstop. We meant what we said when we were going to wage a 7-year war against harlots, against Jezebels, and henpecked mama boys.
Them henpecked mama boys. That's right.
Just want you to know, we going full speed with this thing. But I do want to start off with a scripture. And if you go ahead and turn to Ecclesiasticus 25, because we're going to show you through the scriptures, and we're not just saying this stuff just to pick on you or to make you feel belittled and everything. We know that a lot of the message that me and Brother Eitan are teaching from the scriptures, a lot of people are more likely not going to hear it. Who knows, but it needs to be said. It needs to be brought out. So if we can reach a certain amount of percentage of our people, then you have other brothers who are reaching a certain amount of our people. You have other brothers that's doing the same thing. Well, guess what? That percentage is going to increase, and the message is going to get out, whether you like it or not. God. Because the Most High is going to bring back order. He's going to restore order. But because things are so out of control, he's going to allow things to bleed out. All right, let me read this verse, Ecclesiasticus 25 and 13, because I want to show you how severe this thing is. It says, "Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman." Now, you know what this is saying. It's like, I would rather deal with anything else but the wickedness of a woman. Now, we know we're not talking about all women, but a lot of our women fall in this category for several reasons. And we're not going to only just show you from the scriptures, but we're going to show you physical evidence that women tend to be more acceptable to wickedness. When Eve tempted her husband, she knew exactly what she was doing. It wasn't like she was fooled or tricked or anything like that. All right. When she seduced Adam and tricked him eating taking part of whatever it was, she knew exactly the consequences. She knew that it would give her the same ability, because somewhere in her mind, she wanted to be like the Most High. She wanted a power. See, and that was the first independent mindset right there. Free thinking. You see where that goes? So it's like, a woman can't help it because that's the originality. That's where it all began from. All right. And just to be and just to be sure, I'm going to read down. I'm going to read down a little further as well too. All right. I'm going to skip some of the other ones, but I'm going to start with verse 19. And brother, feel free to jump in anytime. It says,
I'm right here with you.
It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. All right. And that's profound, y'all. That is profound. Now you can shake your heads all you want to, but the scriptures are the scriptures. All right. Let's keep on going. Verse 20. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a woman full of words to a quiet man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. For pleasure. So you brothers going around and sticking your torque in these women and everything, and then not taking accountability and responsibility. You got to stop that stuff, brothers.
That's right.
Stop messing with these women. And it's always the same dude that's like producing most of the babies. Going around with these different women. So a woman, if she maintain her man, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abates the courage, makes a heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her man in distress makes weak hands and feeble knees. I was listening to Mike Tyson, and I wish I would have just recorded because I just now thought about it. But there was a video Mike Tyson put out, and he was talking about how, no one can love you like your mother. And see, that was the way that it was meant to be with the spouses. Your wife was kind of like growing up in that training, just like, like our forefathers of old, how they taught the girls to be that way. This is what you were created for. This is what you was born for. You weren't born to be self-independent, be a boss, whatever you want to call yourself, boss savvy and things like that. Think for yourself. No, you was put here on this earth.
I got the link, by the way, if you want to play it. I do have a video. I'll pull it up real quick.
Yeah. I just want to bring this point out. You was put on earth to receive the man's seed, so that seed could reproduce. That's the whole purpose of a woman. She wasn't created for her to be independent and free thinking mindset and all that kind of stuff. No, you were created for the man, not man for the woman. And right here it says that, it says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. It didn't say Adam. It didn't say of Adam came the beginning of sin, and through him we die. Y'all want to argue with the scriptures? You go right ahead. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. Now, where Adam messed up is that he chose to listen to his woman than the Most High. That's where he messed up at. Because if he would have just been like, look, get for me, woman, or whatever, the story would have been much different. That would have been the test right there, and Adam would have passed, and he would have succeeded. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, okay. Let me get back over here and share this with you guys, because I know. Give me 1 second. I'm already sharing my screen. Let me take this off real quick. Let me share this. Stop screen share. Shalom. Shalom, all y'all brothers and sisters in the chat. Adam Jr., Brother Nehemiah, Nikon Binya, Tina Thorne, T. Hicks, Yvonne Daniel, all you brothers and sisters out there, man. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. All right, let me get this up for y'all. All right. I think this is the one anyway. I haven't really looked over it, but this should be the one. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear this, Israel. Here we go. Can you hear that out?
Okay.
Wow. You can hear it?
Yeah.
All right,
I can hear it.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
This makes a lot of
sense. I'm glad
sense.
you found that one.
Yeah, even though this is like some secular, even though this is like secular, it's not exactly from the scriptures, but it's a pretty good insight. You know, it's a pretty good insight. And I can't think of a few scriptures that I can get the link up with this. Here we go.
Why we have women, the white men have women, to make us realize that we're men. You know, and you know, we just need to think about that. Listen, I'm 54, and this is what I realize. And I mean, if a man's not intimidated of his wife or a little bit afraid, that means he's not living his life right, or his partner, or her partner, whatever it is. Just at the end of like, if they're not a little bit intimidated or afraid, it's because they're not living their life right. And like, listen, so we think I'm an idiot.
How many times you been married, man?
3 times.
3 times?
Yeah. But it's my mother's love. That's what you want. That's all we want. Any woman that we associate with, because they remind us of our mother, even though subconsciously. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. She could be educated, but could have slept, but she had the personality of her mother, something about her. That's the only reason I like you anyway, because I'm attracted to my mother and you have that characteristic.
Right. My first love, I fell in love with her because if I got sick, she used to console me like my mother. She was the only motherfucker could heal me like my mother. And it would this ain't on no sex. This was just on some.
Listen, listen, I know you said no sex, but know why it didn't work? Because of sex. You know what I mean? We look for our mother and our lover, but our mother could never be our lover because our lover would never love us like our mother. She's not in her. It's not in no woman to love us like our mother loves us. It's not in her. Don't care how much the slave she, don't care how many people she fuck for you, bring in the money. It's not in her to love you like your mother loves you. Eventually she'll turn her back on you.
That's crazy.
Eventually she'll turn on you, nigga. You treat her like a dog, you turn on
love her
you.
like your mother loves you. That's a song.
Yeah, listen. Listen, hey.
It ain't in her to love her like your mother.
Hey. I listen to
man, that's some real shit.
I listen to I look at my
that's
wife.
That's why you can't, man. Nigga, that's why she could.
I look at my wife. They don't take shit. Listen, both my ex-wife.
Oh, Mike, I gotta. Hey, Mike, I gotta tell somebody that.
No, you ain't. Listen.
That's why, bro.
No, I'm gonna tell you something.
It wasn't in her to love her like my mama loved me.
Not in her.
Yeah, it wasn't in her. It wasn't in her, man.
That's real talk.
Know why? Know why? Because her survival, even though she does everything she does for you. Listen, everything she does for you is for her survival. Everything your mother do for you is for your survival. Now listen.
That's great.
Listen, can I tell you something? It's not over, nigga.
All right, that's the main point that that was the main point you were trying to get to, right, Out? Yo. You still there? Brother Daniel. Hey, can y'all hear me?
Sorry about that. I was on mute.
All right. So
yeah, what I was saying, I was sitting there talking and everything, man. But yeah, that was the part.
That's the one you wanted to get to?
That was found. Now the part that, even though Brother Aton made it, clear when he said earlier, and even though this is a secular video, shooter meets traffic homes. But the point that I wanted to bring out was when he said that a woman, the modern day woman, her survival, her thing is for her survival and not necessarily for her man. You know what I'm saying? So he was making that comparison. So when you're talking about like the traditional modern day women of, everything they did was for the survival of their man. Now just imagine if every woman had that mindset. You see what I'm saying? You would see
Titus 2 comes into play.
Yeah,
like scripturally sound. That's why Titus 2 teaches the way it teaches, is because that goes into play like that. And
that's the point. And that's the point we're trying to really get our women to really see, because the society, the heathens have fully destroyed our people's mindset and their thinking. And that's why how Mashiach comes back. Is that when he's talking about purging the rebels, it's going to have to be a lot of purging, because the mindset has been totally just destroyed in the thinking. And so when modern day women with this free thinking, like, I'm a boss, I'm not here for my husband. I'm here to provide I'm here to accomplish things for myself, for my survival, not for your survival. That's not the way it's supposed to be. because you are the helpmate to your man. You are the backbone for that man. And it's never going to work like that if you have that mindset, that boss mentality mindset, where I'm doing everything for my survival, not your survival. You know, then it becomes extremely selfish, and that's why so many of our people don't get married, and marriages don't work, because they forgot the originality of the original the original way that the Most High had meant it to be. And again, when you go back to the beginning, you read all through the Torah. You look what the purpose of a woman was. All right. Now, the woman wasn't just kept in silence or anything like that, and a women had their purpose, and their purpose were like the garrison of the home. You know, it's just like, I don't know if you ever, some of you ever been in the military, if you've been to a garrison unit. Garrison units never deploy. What do? They take care of everything in the back while everybody else going to the battlefield.
That's right.
Their thing. But the garrison always stays back to make sure that those soldiers are always supported. They have everything they need. You know, they're not out trying to do their own thing, and and not trying to support the mission. They're going to support their boys in the field, while they're taking care of things back at home, and that's the way it should be, man and woman.
I got to thinking about something the other day. Like the other night, I was meditating. You know how we was talking. I was telling you I was going to start doing a little bit more, meditating on my end. Just to have a peace of mind through this wild earth that we're on right now, and all this stuff that's going on in our community. And I got this. I'm gonna read Proverbs 6:23. It says, "For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life." All right. So the scriptures, it speaks in detail about keeping the commandments and how to keep the commandments and what those commandments are. For a way of life, right? Just for a way of life. So I was thinking about this the other day, right? Despite all this rhetoric that we got going on now, right? Far as this promiscuity, right? Sexual liberation for women, and they just all of a sudden they want to usurp authority over the man, and they want to try to run for office in the heathen land, and they want to and that they want to be the boss, and all this wickedness, right? What's crazy? Is that when you read the scriptures, let's just say, just for the law alone dealing with man and woman, right? The Bible teaches that one woman, right? A woman is supposed to only have one man, and that's it throughout all her life, right? You're supposed to have one man, that's it, right? So if you look at it, right, this makes a lot of sense. Why? Right? Regardless of, whatever they have going out here, that the heathen has got y'all believing that, hey man, I can sleep with whatever many men I want, and I haven't made no mistakes, this, that, and the third. But with every man that you sleep with, that's some, and it doesn't work out because you're not getting married, this, that, and the third. What is that? That's trauma, right? Past pain and things like that you have to deal with. That the Most High already thought about that. That's why you get one man. You just don't get to make up these crazy decisions, and then do things on your own. Not only that, right, but the father is the one that used to give away the daughters to the men, right? It wasn't there was no situation where these women were out there just sleeping whatever who they want to in the old days, right? Our women weren't out there laying down with heathens unless they were doing something on the low. They were sneaking off and doing it where the rest of the men of Israel didn't know about it. And then, in the scriptures, we really don't see any of that stuff, right? So on top of that, right, we got the fathers are in the lives of these women, right, of these sisters that we have in the scriptures. And what are they doing? They're picking the best men for their daughter because they love their daughter, right? They're picking the best men to marry their daughter, right? Hey, I have a conversation with this other father, and I know that, Brother Ben Yehuda and his family are upstanding brothers that keep the commandments. So I feel safe that, when he comes to me with the bride price of 50 shekels, that I can give my daughter away, and I can rest at ease, right? But see, you see what that does? Because a father is there, guarding the daughter from trauma, right? Guarding the daughter from trauma, guarding the daughter from any kind of, accidents and wickedness that can happen to her, because he knows what's best. He knows how to spot out a dude that ain't worth nothing, right? He knows how to spot out the Pookies and the Ray Rays, right? These, the fathers know how to, spot these things out. Brother Dan, you want to say something?
Yeah. I want to add on to what you were saying before I lose my thought and everything, man. What you said was so profound. The father is there to prevent the daughters from going through trauma. And see, and this is why when you read Psalms 83, and when it talks about, they make atonement against our people, this is the very thing and the reason why they concentrate so hard in trying to get the men out the home. And we're talking about 8 decades of this stuff. And so, and I just wanted to point out what you said, because that is so profound. That's why it's so important, so important for the father to be in the home, because not only does the father protect the daughter from trauma, but guess what? That daughter is going to choose somebody, that resembles the character of their father. That's important. So when you take that away, what's going to happen, and what happened in the last 8 decades, is that of course you had the women's revolution movement, or whatever you want to call it, the single, independent thinking, strong black woman mentality, the welfare, and you name it. And so over time, this started to weigh on our people, and the heathens, they're so good. I'm gonna tell you something. One thing that the heathens are good at is conquer and divide. They've been doing it for thousands of years to our people. When I say conquer and divide, I'm talking about using techniques in order to get our people into a certain condition, because they know that if they can get us to go against the scriptures, if they can get us to go against the commandments, then that's going to prevent us from rising up. That's going to prevent us, and that's going to continue to delay, our progression and everything. Because if we're being sent back into a reverse progression, guess what? We're going to continue to see. And this is why me and brother time go so hard, because versus what was in the scriptures, with the fathers being in the home, and the daughters were preserved as virgins for their man. Fast forward today, because of the wickedness, because of the systematic pressure on our people, now you have all kinds of women out there with different baby daddies, unheard of. This is an unheard of time. Matter of fact, it's so bad that it's sad that the only thing that our brothers have to choose from that's waking up in the truth are hardcore, die-hard harlots. And it's like, you don't got to go far. You can throw a rock from your porch, and I guarantee you can hit one in the forehead. That's just how numerous they are. But finding a virtuous woman, that's like trying to find a needle in the ocean. But you have so many women.
A needle in the ocean.
And you have so many. When I say harlots, we all know what we're talking about. We're talking about these women with different baby daddies and stuff. You can find those kind of women everywhere. I guarantee you, it's like a buffet out there of those people. When I say a buffet, you probably have like a million choices to choose from, in everywhere you go. Well, see, that's not what the Most High meant it to be. Man, I just wish you all could see what me and brother Oxy, because I'm telling you, we see the writing on the wall, y'all. And it ain't a joke out there. It's getting worse and worse and worse. It seems like it's getting worse and worse by the hour.
Right? And then to add on to what I was saying, right, to finish building on what I was saying, right? Brother Daniel was just talking about, like I said, the father stays involved into the woman's life until, until his daughter's life, until he hands her off, right, to the next guy that he knows that can take care of her just as good, or if not better than he did, right? You know what I'm saying? There is no, because if If choices are left up to women, it's nothing but chaos. As we see that even Paul had to go to the churches and then tell the women, hey man, be quiet when we're in the church. Stop talking. You know, you know what the law says. You know, you're supposed to be obedient under your husbands. We don't need you guys to, to point in and add your 2 cents or any of this stuff while the men are breaking down the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? While the men are getting these things, understood and to be passed out among the, among the men so they can explain it to their women, right? So like when you look at it like that, you see that the fathers, they take care of the daughters. They pass them off to the men, right? And whatever person that they marry, what happens, right? They marry that person and they have a child, right? See, now once you have a child with one man and you don't leave that man, right? Because once you have a child with that man, there's biblically speaking, you're not supposed to be out here by yourself in the streets with, being a single mother, being a damn baby mama, right? That right there alone is trauma. And then what happens, right? You see how the Most High, the Most High, Salaki, right? Let me get this. It says, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. And I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna go down, and it says, verse 40, let all things be done decently and in order, right? Meaning that just like when I first started explaining this, right, and how the Most High, he has a plan for all relationships to make sure they have the least amount of stress on them, right, the least amount of wickedness, baggage, so forth and so on, as each man, comes to know his wife, right? So at the end, when it's time to have children, this is why the woman is supposed to stay with that one man, right? Because if the woman stays with that one man that has that children, right, that's a family. Now, when that family is broken up and you have these single baby mamas out there, if a new guy comes into the picture, that's an automatic problem. Now you got this guy, right? You got one man, he has his son from this woman, right? And he has a come upon, and the new man, let's say a new man comes, which is wicked as hell, right? And gets in this baby mama's life, you know what I'm saying? Now, he has say so in that relationship because he's had a baby with that woman. You see how out of order and full of chaos that is? The Most High has a plan to prevent that kind of wickedness. 1 or 2, 3, 4 more baby daddies, all kind of wickedness. You have children from other men, all this other stuff, man. The Most High has a plan for that. That's why the Most High teaches that. Come on now. I'm not. This is just the way it is, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna say it from the beginning. If this is why all the major decisions are left in the hands of the men from the very beginning, women are susceptible to folly, right? They're susceptible to wickedness from the very beginning. Like I said last week, how is it possible for a snake or a damn serpent to talk Eve into damn disobeying not only Adam but the Most High as well? Just for some reason now, it was clear that the commandment was do not eat anything. You can eat of everything in the garden except for the tree in the center, which is the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, right? You can eat anything. Some kind of way, right? She was befuddled, right? Bamboozled and tricked by the serpent to tell you to all of a sudden, you have to imagine, like, your mind cannot, is easily tricked, right? Man, look at today's world. How many sisters we have out here that are just basically giving it away for free, right? Virgins are at an all-time low, right? So, how can I say this, right? I wouldn't say the price because there's no real price on it, but I'm saying like the importance of a virgin woman is an all-time low. The vagina, right? Y'all just giving it away for free when it's supposed to be coveted. It's supposed to be for one man. It's supposed to be something secret, something that is that should be worked for to attain, right? You're supposed to receive a commitment from that man to for life once you give that away. But nowadays, some kind of way, y'all have been tricked just the same way that the serpent tricked Eve in the garden. Then now y'all giving it away for freaking free. I want a foodie date. You know what I'm saying? You giving it away for a meal, right? You giving it away with a nigga that got a fast car. right? You giving it away with a brother because he got a lot of money. You know how wicked that is? You don't get no commitment. You get pumped and dumped. That's wicked as hell. Slocky, go ahead out.
You know, and I wanted to add, but just add on to what you were saying, brother. You know, when Eve was created, she was not created equal to Adam. Now, this is something that our women have a problem with, because for some reason they want to think that they are equal to the man. We need to get something very, very clear here. The scriptures are very clear. So everything was already created before Eve was created. It was even after the Shabbat. So everything was complete and perfect. And so Eve was created from a rib, and so that makes her a lesser vessel. That's why, you know, when you see women out here trying to play sports, trying to play football, and all that kind of stuff, they can't survive that stuff because their bodies, they're not meant for that kind of stuff at all. And they were never meant to be equal to the man, never, because they were created for one main purpose, to be a helpmate. Like Brother Tyson said, you know, the whole purpose of that was for them to do the things for their man's survival, not for their survival, because when you take care of the man's survival, guess what? You're going to be taken care of too. And that's the system that the Most High had set up for his people. And you didn't have to worry about all this crazy stuff. And you know, the daughters were groomed, they were trained by their mothers to be able to, you know, be accepted and to be passed off to faithful young brother, being married, so that they can reproduce and be productive. And now what's happening is that when you have all these single mothers having all these different babies, no fathers, what do you think is going to happen in the long run? You know, they're going to grow up, they're going to be looking for attention everywhere, and it's going to be chaos, because a woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. I don't care how strong you think you are, you know, and if you're lucky to even have men in their lives, you know, that's going to guide them, you know. And then these kids, they look to the streets, and that's why you got so many gang violence, you know, gangbangers in the streets these days now. You know, across the U.S., don't matter if the town is small, whatever. All you see is brothers killing one another because they've been raised by a bunch of women, so they take on those emotional attributes. And guess what? They go out there and blow each other's brains out because they're not man enough to settle the differences, you know? They get emotional. And see, this is why it was never meant for women to be in this position. And our enemies are sitting back laughing their asses off because they sat back at their think tanks decades ago and they planned this whole thing out for our people.
That's right. And we're just susceptible to this folly, and we're just taking a hold of this wickedness like you know, man, we drinking this wickedness like it's water over here, right? The scriptures say in Ecclesiastes, right, chapter 1, verse 9, it says, "The thing that has been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath already been of old time, which was before us. There is no remembrance of the former things, and there shall be any remembrance of the things that are to come with those that shall come after," right? So, you know, just like we have people now, man, people don't believe in God. You know, so people don't believe that the Bible exists. You know, so they believe that it was concocted by the white man, right? They believe all of this wickedness, but the scriptures tell you the same way that Eve got tricked in the beginning, there ain't nothing new under the sun, right? Eve is still getting tricked today. Eve is still getting tricked today. It's the same old thing, right? And then, you know, we need to get out of this. You know, so we need to get out of this state of degradation so the Most High can come back and he can deliver his people. But as long as we have this, you know, what's been going on, right, man, we're just gonna continue, right, to get cracked in our head, you know, get our teeth knocked out and get our legs knocked out from under us. Because of what? We don't keep the commandments. And God has said explicitly in Deuteronomy 28:15 on down, that we got curses on us. That if we don't keep God's laws, that what's going to happen? We're going to get worse and worse and worse and worse, because the Lord is going to continue, the Most High is going to continue putting that whip on our back, just like he beat them wicked ass niggas at the temple in the you know what I'm saying, in the New Testament, that was selling you know what I'm saying, doves and birds for sins in advance. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna do some wickedness this weekend, so let me go ahead and buy 2 turtle doves and 3 rams. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice. Man, that's wicked as hell, right? The same way the Most High got so mad. I mean, the same way Hamashiach got mad, made him a whip, ran up in the, you know what I'm saying, ran up in the temple and whooped their ass all the way out. It's the same thing that's going on today. That's why all the nations hate us. Man, we got these Mexicans, they came over here, right? And they are instantly damn near doing better than us. They are instantly got more respect than us. You know what I'm saying? Why? It's because we wicked as hell and we don't keep the commandments. We don't keep the commandments. The Lord has an order to this thing, right? And as long as we continue to buck, as long as we continue to ignore God's word, then we're going to continue to get that foot on our neck.
And this is why the Most High put the men in charge. Now, I know what some of you women are probably thinking. Well, the men, you know, and this is what I hear all the time. Well, the head is sick, and the men are falling from grace, and the men aren't doing their job. No, men have always been men. There's one thing about man is going to always be a man, all right? Because brothers, we don't like to change. You know, we're happy with our ways, and we're happy doing things the way it feels right to us and everything. You know what I'm saying? It was the women who decided to change and wanted to become independent and wanted to be free thinkers, like their heathen slave masters. And that's exactly what the Most High has given them. All right, so before you start blaming the man and you start putting the blame on him, see, men, we don't have a problem with correction. We don't have a problem with that, you know. And it wasn't us that decided to say, hey, our forefathers like, I'm going to leave. No, they built prisons. They created welfare, you know, and we allowed it. The women went along with it. You got a new sugar daddy now, but you can't let the man live in the house. And so now the man has to sneak in the house and then leave when what you call those people that come over there and check to see if
CPS or whatever it is.
When they come over and check to make sure that there's no man in the house when they do their checks and everything. You see what I'm saying? But that's sad because, you know what I'm saying, that's what we allow. I wanted to share something with you. I'm gonna read 2 precepts here. One is going to be Ezekiel chapter 34 and verse 31, and it says, "And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your Elohim," says Adonai Yahweh. Now, why is it like that? That is the way that Mosai has governed it. So it was like that from the very beginning, even before man was created. Now let's go ahead and turn to Proverbs chapter 8, and we're going to look at verse 4. So Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 4.
Go on, bring it out up.
All right, go there right quick. And I like this. All right, Proverbs 8 and 4. It says, "Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men." Not the daughters of women, but the sons of men. And that goes exactly with the precept in 1 Corinthians 11, when it says that the man, you know, the head of the woman is the man, and the head of the man is Mashiach. The head of Mashiach is Yahweh. You cannot get around that. So he was just quoting, you know, what was from the Torah. And you know, this generation, that's why it's going to feel like when the Most High brings us to the wilderness, that's why it's going to be so raw, because it's going to be so harsh. It's going to feel that way, especially to a lot of women, because when you get stuck in your ways, when you get used to a certain way, and you get used to that false freestyle thinking and independent, I'm equal to the man, you're going to be highly disappointed. You're going to be extremely disappointed. Because we're going to learn one day that Most High never changes. He has never changed. What makes you think that all of a sudden you know, he's going to allow you to have that mindset that you know, that you think you're equal to the man, and that you think you can just live independent. Now, me and Brother Aton already showed you last week. You know, these women are they're trying to live this what you call a platonic something lifestyle, where these women are teaming up because they're realizing that they can't survive on their own and they need some kind of protection. And so, you know, but the Most High is going to fix it, where something so drastic is going to happen, where it's going to break all that stuff. All that stuff's going to come crumbling down.
We can get that in Isaiah 4:1. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to, the scriptures already teach that will be well, you know what? Let me go ahead and get that real quick.
I'll go there right now.
Okay, because I don't want to lose my spot right here. All right, because I got another video as well that I wanted to share with you guys. Right, before we get this. Well, after we get this right here. All right. Yeah. So as soon as Brother Daniel brings up Isaiah 4:1, you know, that's a prophecy right there of showing you, right, that. All right, Con. It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. All right, hold on, let me see that. Okay, take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread. For some reason, that thing blurs. I don't know what. Hold on for a second. Hey, bring that out for me. I can't see it. You
What's
can read
that?
it for me? You know what I'm saying? Could you
I'm sorry, say it.
Yeah, could you bring that out?
Yeah. I'll read it. I'll read it. Yeah, I'll bring it out. All right. Let's start with verse 1, Isaiah 4:1. It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by your name to take away our reproach. Verse 2. And he's letting know when to stop to this thing.
All right, wait.
Of Yahweh will be beautiful and glorious.
Hold on for a second. All right, you know what I'm saying? I'll go back to the very first one, right? Because we want to. I really want to break that down. Matter of fact, let me pull this up real quick. Go ahead and break that down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to break down the first part because you know there's a lot of so I know we already gone over this before, but for those that have not heard the correct breakdown, right, and not that foolishness talking about niggas over Salakia, these wicked Hebrews believe they're gonna get they're gonna get some oh man, this right here, we're gonna get 7 wives, Doc. We gonna get wives. Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? This is I'm sorry. Yeah, I had Isaiah 4:1. Right? Yeah, Con, I can hear you, but for some reason you were coming in a little distorted, right? I got it now, right? It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, right? So you got to look at it right there. It's like, that's the modern day, single woman, say, hey, you know what? Hey, we don't need anything, say, just please just marry us. We'll have our own bread. We're going to have our own clothes. Just let us be called by your name. You know why? Because that's a marriage right there, right? Mm-hmm. Because just like we see today's in Heathen land, you take upon the last name of the man that you decide to marry, right? And it says to take away our reproach, right? Is reproach a good thing or is it an evil thing, right? Reproach is something that's wickedness, that's sin. Reproach is not a good thing. So these brothers out here that are saying that these women are going to be, are going to be, holy women in the last days, women that's I'm gonna be able to make wives. No, right? And it says, in that day shall the branch of Yahuwah be beautiful and glorious. So it says, in that day shall the branch of Yahuwah be beautiful and glorious. Now, does a beautiful branch have reproach on it? Absolutely not, right? And the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. And what is the fruit, right? The fruit are also, are also referred to in the scriptures as people, right?
Yep.
The fruit are the ones that are keeping, now the good fruit are the ones that are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments that come from women, right? Because that is the fruit of the womb. A son or a daughter, that is the fruit of the womb. All right. So it's talking about children. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy. That means separate, right? Godly, right? Because you're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Even every one that is written among the living in Jerusalem, right? When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and have purged the blood of Jerusalem. Right? So, how do you, when you wash away the filth of the daughters of Zion and you have purged the blood of Jerusalem, right? Now let's see how these things are going to be washed away and how are they going to be purged, right? Oh, good, man. This is nice and clear now. It's locked it, right? It says purge, purges the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the Ruach Mishpat and by the Ruach Ba, right? Which is the spirit of burning, right? So, just reading it from the regular King James, right, of 1611, it says, and when the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, right, because he's going to wash it away, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment, right? So this is going to be the last days, right? These are the last days. This is judgment time, right? And by the spirit of burning, that means how is the Most High, right, getting rid of the wickedness of the daughters of Zion, right? He's throwing your ass in the lake of fire.
Yeah.
He's throwing the wicked women into the lake of fire, and only the righteous women are going to be left. The ones that do what? Haven't been out here being whores, or the women that are repentant, right? The women that don't have multiple baby daddies and they still out here living their best life and don't want to keep no commandments. The women that don't want to listen to men, to think that they want to usurp authority over the men, things of this nature. The Most High is not playing. He says straight up that he's gonna throw your ass in the lake of fire in order to cleanse the daughters of Israel, right?
And do a deep research and do a deep study on purging, because when it's talking about purging, it ain't just talking about, hey, I'm going to pat you on the back and cleanse you. No, that's dealing with killing. You have to, in order to purge something, you have to strip it out. You have to strip it out because wickedness is so embedded in our people that they have to burn with it. They have to go with it because they're not going to change.
God, yeah, that's the best. Yeah, I'm gonna bring something out about that, brother Adam. Right. So, I just wanted you, I want you guys just to, I wanted to bring that out, just to make sure, because man, I've heard this Isaiah 4:1 broken down so many times that these wicked as lustful brothers that are on here, they say that's all they're looking for. Oh, I'm gonna get me some wives. I'm gonna get me 7 wives. It's right here. I'll get the scriptures. Look. No, it's not. You're not gonna get that. Half you, everybody today, you're gonna be dead when Hamashiach comes.
And you know what? All you gotta do too, you're not gonna see no other scriptures where it says that you're gonna get. It just says that you're gonna become like the angel of heaven. It said nothing about getting no damn wine.
Yeah, you want to, and I don't really want to. But if you really look at it, it said you won't be given and married, and you won't be married. You will be as the angels in heaven. Now, I mean, think about that, right? If all the, oh man, okay, and I'm bringing it out anyways, right?
I know, yeah, bring it out, right?
Yeah, I'll bring it out anyways.
Right?
I want even the sisters and the men to think about this, right? Now, this is just something, this is just something that I've been thinking on here lately. Now, the reason we have women right here on the earth, right, is to help us birth children. That's why their bodies are where they are, right? And the body parts and some this, that, and the third. This is why women have such things, so they have body parts to feed the children and they have body parts to birth children, right? So if you think about it, in the kingdom, there is not going to be any new babies. We're going to have all the set number. It's a set number of people that's going to get saved. It's not, like a wave compared to a drop, like Second Ezra says, right? So it's a set number of people that are going to be saved. There's going to be a set number of people that's going to be able to enjoy eternity, right, in the kingdom. So why, what is the use of those parts on a woman, right? You're not going to have any breast or any other that stuff, right? You're going to be as the angels in heaven, right? What are the angels in heaven? Can anybody show me one woman in heaven? There's no women angels. There's no women anything. All the beings, we have the 24 elders, all men. We have the 4 beasts that surround the Hamashiach, that surround the Almighty like guardians, men, right? All the angels, men. The 144,000 men.
You have the 7 angels. You have the fallen angels.
Con.
Over
All of it is men. All of it is men. So, right, and remember, women, where did you start from? You started from a man, right? The Most High took out of a man the rib to make a woman. So y'all gonna have to return back to where y'all came from at the end of the day. That's why it's imperative for y'all to keep the commandments. Just imagine the spiritual body that y'all gonna have, right? Just a super upgrade that y'all gonna get. Like right now, even in the natural, in the flesh, right? You know, you got this nonsensical thinking of these women are thinking they making all this money and that they're better than a man. That's impossible. Man, you can have a, you know what I'm saying, a brother that's you know, he could be 4'11", 4'11", you know what I'm saying, a grown man that's 4'11" or you know, 5 foot tall, and you have another woman that she could be you know, 5'6" or 5'7" or something like that, right? Say that she's making $1 million a month. You think that she's greater than that man? Hell no. That man can easily whoop the shit out of her. You know, so on a physical level, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, you know what I'm saying? The men are always going to be the greater vessel, just like the scriptures teach. This is why the men are in charge.
And
the men provide protection.
I want to bring out too is, and I don't know if you, but when you really think about it, now I'm not going to say nothing after that about that. But if we become like the angels, and there's no need of any women, and you get your spiritual body, then that's all I'm saying. That's just something that you should really think about. And this is why, as a woman, you should be extremely humble. When I say
transformation,
humble, be extremely humble in the presence of the Most High.
God, you know what I mean? I mean, like the Most High is a man.
Yeah,
now, you know what I'm saying?
Because you were, like I said, you were, like the scripture says, you were here for one purpose. You were created to man to bring on his seed. And I see too many women take credit for that. When I carried the baby for 9 months. The man don't carry the baby for 9 months.
But that don't mean a damn thing without the seed.
Exactly.
The seed is what makes it grow, right? Without the man's seed, that's what makes the baby grow. Y'all not over there having babies by your damn self. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand what that. Okay, 9 months out of how many years that y'all live? That really equates to nothing really. I mean, you know, like what amount of time?
And that's the way the Most High made you.
Gone. Right.
Yep.
I got a video here.
Most High made you to carry that seed. So that's
gone. Right. Let me show you. Let me share this video real quick. It's just a little section, and I thought that this was, you know, this is dealing with submission, as far as you know, so far as our sisters is concerned. Now, we're gonna watch this, but on this panel here, right, it's all heathens except for one sister, the one in the little blue. I don't know if y'all can see it, right? But there's only one sister on the whole pod, right? There's one sister. Now let's see, right? And they wonder why they're not getting married. They wonder why their marriage rate is at 25%. 1 out of 4 black women is going to only get married in their life. And they wonder why brothers are choosing the doggone dudes, all this crazy stuff like fly overseas to find women and all this other stuff, right? We're going to see why the marriage rates are so low and why, you know, brothers, you know, just don't want to deal with it. Tell me or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to read the scriptures. You know, Ephesians 5 is already up there on the board for y'all, right? So let's go ahead and get it.
I'm only from Jersey, but I do believe that if you want a sandwich, you make daddy a sandwich. Most of the time.
No. Let me ask you this. Well, okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out, and somebody say something to you,
you punch him in the face.
You want me to smack him in his mouth, right?
That's right.
So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we're going to go Dutch.
No.
Exactly. Dutch. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
I feel like he's watching our show.
I am with you.
So you make daddy a sandwich.
Make him a sandwich.
Exactly. Put some steak on that shit.
I'm outside cutting that grass. Bring daddy some lemonade. It's hot outside.
If you and I have
all right, pause it. All right, fairies, guys. All right, so what are your takes on that? Go ahead first.
Hold on, let's play it a little bit longer, just because this part's really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Fairies.
There's a lot of cases that men and women have roles.
I think okay.
Beginning.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the video right there in a nutshell. Ladies, what are your thoughts?
To be honest, what I think, I never really thought about it like that. But now that I saw that, it made me realize that whenever I'm out with my boyfriend, I could just be like, oh, I'm hungry, or I want this, I want that. He would just automatically, like, he wouldn't even think about it. Like, it could be 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, whatever time it is, 6 a.m. I'm like, I'm so hungry. He'll be like, all right, we out. What do you want? Like, why wouldn't I? Like, if he's acting like that for me, like, he's doing that for me, like, or if I need gas, he'd be like, oh, I'll pump it for you. Like, if he's being a gentleman, like, why wouldn't I do that for him? Like, I would, no matter what. Like, I agree exactly with what he says. Like, I never thought of it too.
But what if you wanted sex?
With the sandwich?
Yeah.
But like, I honestly would, like, yes, if that's my man and that's what he wants in the moment, like, I like, why wouldn't I? Like, if that's my boyfriend, it's because I like him.
I was about to say, because you just said earlier.
Somebody was bothering me. Like, I agree with that, guys.
Awesome. You had a revelation.
Feel uncomfortable, then he will go and defend me. Like, I agree with that, guys.
Awesome. You had a revelation on air.
Privilege is invisible to those that have it, gentlemen. You just saw.
All right, so you see that heathen woman is saying, yep, you know what I'm saying? She's cool with making daddy a sandwich, right? And that's you know, believe it or not, hey man, that's on point with the scriptures. Let's go.
Right there. Okay.
What are your thoughts on this?
Make daddy a sandwich. You heard?
Okay.
Heathen, second heathen. You see how easy they are to get along with? Now we're about to go to the damn Israelite sister. The only one on the whole panel. And let's see what she says.
So it's just like on command, like make me a sandwich.
Just like that.
I mean, I probably would.
Okay.
If I'm not mad, you know.
How often though?
Okay, so it's like, okay, you get how he said like the whole cutting grass thing and you want some lemonade. Okay, like that. All right. But if you're not just doing anything, you know, we just sitting and chilling and it's just like, hey, make me a sandwich. I might say, you could make your own. I ain't about to lie. Like, if we just sitting and chilling, like we not doing anything, but you know, like the working in the yard, doing things like that. Okay, yeah, you cutting the grass. Let me get you some lemonade. Like let's work together. Let's be partners. Let me make sure you're hydrated.
Y'all can be real fast. Go ahead.
If a woman said that to me, I'll be looking for her replacement ASAP. ASAP. ASAP.
And I hope.
Always, you know, it's always one of ours. Always one of ours.
Damn. You know, that's just now the scriptures right here in Ephesians. Oh, Slakia, man, let me bring this scripture out, right? You know,
I want to make a point right quick. It's before you read that, I want to make a point. It's sad that other races have like more values than our own damn women. For the most part, it's like that's crazy.
It says, I'm just read this. I'm going to read these 5 verses. Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God, right? Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God, right? So that means we have different roles, right? The submission of God, you know, to submitting to God, we have different roles. The man, you know, he does his role in submission to God of what the commandments speak of him to do. And the woman, she does her role, whatever it is in the scriptures that are for her to do. For example, it says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. So that means, right, I just want to read that one right there, right? Submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord, right? You know what that means, right? You're supposed to treat your man like he's Christ, like he's the Hamashiach. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the level of respect that you're supposed to have for your man, right? For your husband, you're supposed to treat him like he is Hamashiach. Like he is Yahweh. You're supposed to treat him like that. That's the level of respect that you're supposed to have. The level of
you talking. Hey, look, you talking noise now, man. These women, you know, man, about to get stones thrown at us now,
right? But see, that's the level of respect. That's why, you know, it's not a partnership, right? It's no equality and nothing, right? It's none of that. If you're supposed to treat your man like he was Hamashiach himself, right? Hey. You know what? You know what I'm saying? This is the New Testament. This is the New Testament for them Christians that don't like. You see, we in the New Testament now. All of these right here, red. This is the New Testament. And look, Ephesians is right here. It's right here. That's where Ephesians is, right? So you know what? Just to show you that the scriptures always say the same thing. Let's go to Proverbs 31, right? Let's go to 1. And you see how you treat him like he was Hamashiach. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Proverbs 31:12. Because that's what a woman would do to Hamashiach if she had Hamashiach as a husband, right? You're supposed to treat him like Hamashiach. You're not supposed to buck up against him. You ain't supposed to think that you're supposed to tell him what to do or any of this wicked stuff that we got these sisters doing nowadays. Well, I'm gonna wait till I'm 30 to get married, where all my eggs are damn near gone. Where I could just go out here and ride as many dinglings as I want for all them 30 years, and then I expect a man to take care of me. Man, that's wicked as hell. That is wicked as hell. The scriptures don't say that. The scriptures tell you to get married young and to have children young, because that's when you're the most healthy and that you can birth the strongest children. Women have the affinity for wickedness. All y'all choose is everything that is against God. Just look at how today is going on. Everything that we brought out so far, if we ever told a woman this, there will be, I mean, like a woman that is like in a Christian church or out there, you know what I'm saying? They would try to fight you. They, you know what I'm saying? They'll try to cancel you, call you all of this and all, misogyny and all this wickedness, right? When the scriptures clearly tell you on how to act. It says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. What is a virtuous woman?
And why is it only like in our with our women is that they're above correction? Like when you look at these, and again, I'm making it clear that no matter what, these other races of heathen, they're destroyed. But why is it that only our women have that mindset, this mentality? I'm a strong black woman, this and that and everything. I'm gonna borrow some this and that. You ain't gotta listen to my man. I ain't gotta submit. This and that. That is totally against Torah. And you see what happened even in that video. And see, and this is why the Most High is going to have to purge, because the out of control that is displayed here is such at a precedented level, to the point is almost damn nearly at a point of no return. And I say that, because of the fact that our people don't want to change. They don't want to change. And then when you bring up stuff like this, like what me and Brother Eitan is showing you from the scriptures, they're going to try to find a way to get around that. They don't want to do it. They don't want to obey it. And when our brothers, quoting from Ephesians and so forth, these apostles, that's all they did was took the Torah. That's all they did. They took the Torah, and they was quoting from the Torah, because everything backs up in the Torah what they were saying. So you can't get away from that. You cannot get away from that. Bottom line, for some reason, women are subject more to wickedness because of their nature. And it has been proven all these decades to be the truth.
That's why, women have to be ruled. Women have to be, I know it sounds bad, but hey, man, y'all have to be ruled over. Let's say, for example, virtuous, as I'll bring it out. It says, having or showing high moral standards, chaste, right? So let's look at the, archaic word, right? Typically used of a woman, similar, virgin, chaste, maidenly, vestal, celibate, abstinent, right? So a virtuous woman is a virgin woman, right? So that's why it says that, that's able to practice sexual discipline because she has high morals, right? So let's look this up. Oh, it's locked here, right? Let me share this last screen. Oh man, this stupid thing keeps popping up. It's making me upset. All right. Here we go. Let me share this one right quick, right? Chaste, right? The archaic definition is for chaste. And we hear, right, straight from the Oxford Dictionary, right? Abstaining from extramarital or from all sexual intercourse. Not having any sexual nature or intention, without unnecessary ornament or simple or restraint. Hey, right? A virtuous woman, just like it says in the scriptures, she's a virgin woman, right? A virgin woman that's not out there in the streets trying to get it in. A virgin woman that just don't, that just has the, has the sexual discipline to only want to be with that one man, right? Man, it's so crazy that this stuff is so out of whack. But back in the day, sisters was getting stoned to death for that. Hey, man, you out there being wicked, laying with every man that you want in. You going out there laying with every damn man that you want and doing all this other stuff. Hey, you're going to be destroyed, right? You're going to be put to death. All right. I got some more. I got another video too. If you want me to get it out.
Why you bring that up? And I don't think you're gonna bring out everything. As brother was reading about a virtuous woman being virtuous. When I said earlier, that's something of a rarity like you can't even find in the U.S. of A. Because that's like trying to find a needle in the middle of the ocean. Now, when you think about how big the ocean is, and you're trying to find a needle in the middle of the ocean. That's apparently impossible. It's possible, but more like you're not going to find it because our women have been conditioned to shake their ass in the streets, twerk, and then teach their children how to do the same thing. And then you pass that wickedness down to little girls and everything. They, little 3-year-olds out there twerking and stuff. Don't even know any better, But you're putting that in their mind and in their system. What you think they're gonna do with that? See, kids were born to repeat what their parents do, and these kids born from these parents, they're out there gang banging and so forth. Because why? Because they repeat what they do. They repeat what they see, and then that's going to be the result of this thing. And that's why we're at a point of no return. And when I say no return, we are at a point of no return. And the only way that this is going to the only way that we're going to see something result is that there's going to have to be a purge.
That's right. All right, I got a video here, right? This is more affinity for wickedness, you know what I'm saying? And brothers, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? I'll get on the brothers after I after I get on this. But so we see a problem in our community that, like I said, a lot of sisters know, hey man, it's no secret that it's hard for y'all to get marriages nowadays, right? No man's willing to commit. Sisters are getting married at 27%, which means like roughly 1 out of 4, right, of y'all will ever see a ring in your lifetime. That's I mean, like y'all, I mean, damn, y'all not worried about them numbers? That's bad. 1 out of 4 in your whole life, out of you know what I'm saying? Damn, that's bad, right? So, anyways, let's go ahead and get this right here. So now, I'm gonna go ahead and play this, right? Salaka, can y'all hear that?
No, I didn't hear it.
All right, hold up. What about? Can you hear that?
I can't hear it, but maybe everybody else can hear it.
You can't hear it?
No, I can't hear anything.
All right, hold up real quick, man. Let me try that again. I think I might have messed up. Let me see that. Let me see this thing. All right, share screen, system audio. Boom. Let's try one more time. Let me know if you can hear it this time. Slack here, Israel. Ready?
So this guy has made a show of going on a date.
I can hear it now.
All right, Khan. All praises to the Most High. All right. I want y'all to listen to this. This is just absolute freaking madness. All right, here.
So this guy has made a show of going on a date with a woman from every state. And let me just show you why he's getting a lot of hate. I think it's fair to say that my guy has a type. But here's what really makes me mad. This is the girl he went on a date with from Hawaii. Like, sir, what you not finna do? You not finna play us, sir. You not finna play us, sir. Then this is the girl he went on a date with from New Mexico, who is actually, if you look on her Instagram, from Long Island. So, sir, if you have a type, you didn't even have to go across 50 states for that. Like, you really just dated the same girl in every single state. Like, where is the seasoning? Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments, because I'm
gonna play that back. She says, "Where is the seasoning?"
Did she say, "Where's the seasoning"?
Where is the seasoning? Meaning that this woman is upset that this heathen, albino man is dating his own people and not attracted to her ass. I mean, like, I'm sorry, man. That's just wicked as hell. All right, well, let's try that one more.
Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments, because I'm feeling like this was on 50 states. The girl he went on a date with from New Mexico, who is actually, if you look on her Instagram, from Long Island. So, sir, if you have a type, you didn't even have to go across 50 states for that. Like, you really just dated the same girl in every single state. Like, where is the seasoning?
All right. I'm gonna play now I'm gonna play another video right behind this that's gonna basically do the same thing, and I'm gonna show you guys, man, this is some kind of trend or some kind of wickedness that's going on, right? We got these damn sisters, man, they want the pink meat. They out there fiending for pink meat and going to be destroyed. You know, this is just wicked as hell.
Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments, because I'm feeling like this was unnecessary.
Likes black women and who actually does like black women. The incredibly iconic Robert De Niro.
The way I was shocked when I found out Robert De Niro had a black wife. I don't know if they're still together or not, But I saw her pictures. I was like, girl, you got a good one.
Now, the only reason I played that first part because I wanted to show you that she's down for this interracial crap, right? You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. Here we go.
Yeah. I'll save the time of the video. They're all blondes, brunettes, redheads with this shade. You ain't gotta find a girl like me or even like a hue of melanin on that list.
All right, that was it right there, right? Meaning that she also too was jealous. You know, she also too was jealous that that tended to be a situation, right? So she was jealous that that these Edomite men, right? These albino men, right? She's jealous that these albino men are choosing their own people. So she wants to be included, and she's mad that the albino men are choosing their own folks. I mean, what the? Right. So let's go to Proverbs 6 while we're at it, man. I mean, damn, man, this is so horrendous. I mean, what the fuck? What the heck's going on, Salaki?
Choosing the way heathen.
All right, here we go. No, Salaki. I think it might have been Proverbs 5. Yeah, here it is. Right? So Proverbs chapter 5, right? We're going to go to Proverbs chapter 5. And it says, and we're going to start at verse 7, right? It says, hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart. Now, remember what I was saying earlier, right? Salakia, Israel. Remember what I was telling you earlier, that this is why you hardly ever hear about Israelite women going to other nations, right? You know what I'm saying? You hardly hear about that. Now, we're going to get, we're going to get the law and see what happens to sisters, that love to go out with nations, so with other nations other than Israel, right? It says, but for right now, so I'm gonna read a couple of scriptures. I'm gonna go here, and then I believe we're gonna go to Tobit 4 and 12 next. You know what I'm saying? Just to show you guys that, hey, we're supposed to stay in our, we're supposed to stay with our own people. We can even go to Ezra chapter 9 and 10 and show how our brother Ezra damn near yanked out his beard and tore his clothes because brothers had heathen men and all kinds of stuff. My brothers had heathen women coming back to the camp making these damn mixed babies and stuff, right? This is just wicked as hell. It says, hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh to the door of her house, lest I give thine honor to others, and thy years unto the cruel, these heathen, right? Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. And thou mourn at the last, and when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, how have I hated instruction? Right? Because our people hate instruction, and they don't understand this until they get old, right? You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of these sisters, right, they wait until they get old to want to start settling down and want to stop, being out there in the streets, right? They want to wait till they get in their upper 30s. They feel like they want to get married down. They want to settle down after they had all these experiences and all this damn trauma. Man, ain't nobody want y'all after that. That's just wicked. Yeah, no brother in a right mind, is going to take that. This is why you're supposed to be young. And they say, hey, well, control your, and then people, they try to get upset at brothers when they want young women. Say, oh, well, he's trying to control her. Yep, you're damn right. Ain't no man want no woman that he can't control, right? Because if he can't control that woman, he's not in control of his life, right? If you cannot control that woman, and you are supposed to control her, right? Because if you don't, look what happens, right? We got a bunch of madness on our hands. A bunch of homosexual heathens have taken over because women have been duped into this feminism trope. It's just a whole bunch of wickedness, right? And it says, let strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. And thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers. Because since you were young, I know I don't know about nowadays, but I know when I was young, hey man, I was taught to marry my own people, right? Nor incline my ear to them that instructed me, right? Because man, we don't do that no more, right? Man, we don't incline to our ears to the elders, your grandma, your grandpa, your father, and your mother, right? You're supposed to obey them, so your days shall be long upon the earth, whichever land that the Lord they'll give thee, right? It says, I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly, right? It says, drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well, right? Out of thy own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Let me read that again. Number 17. It says, let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Now that goes for the brothers and the sisters. Stop dating these wicked, nasty ass heathen women. And you brothers, hey, listen. And you sisters, the pink meat is not for you, right? It says, let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. Women, you're supposed to be ravishing your man with your love at all times. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, right? Because, man, that's the same thing as a man and a woman. You're not supposed to be for a woman, right? You know, like, I'm gonna show you how most of the time we don't even talk about women doing that, because, man, y'all will get put to death, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not even the same laws for y'all, right? If y'all get caught out there with a strange man, y'all get put to death, right? And be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger. For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. Meaning that the Lord is watching your every step, woman or man. The Most High is paying attention to every step, and he's wondering, which way is this nigga gonna go today? Is he gonna go the way of wickedness, or is he gonna go the way of righteousness? That's what the Lord is pondering. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's gonna get the kingdom, or maybe I'm gonna have to send his ass to the lake of fire, because he can't get right and keep these commandments. All right, brother.
Hey, brother, before you go to Tobit 4, I wanted to bring out something, because this was in reference to that video with that, see our women wanting some pig meat and everything. So let's look at Wisdom of Solomon 4. And something verse 5, it says, then perfect branches shall be broken off, their fruit unprofitable, not ripe to eat, yea, meat for nothing. For the children of begotten, for children begotten of, right here it says Toraless, and it says unprofitable. Toraless, right now I know that word better. Toraless beds are witness of wickedness against their parents in their trial. So these women and these brothers looking for pig meat. Guess what? You're gonna be very disappointed in the day of judgment, because we were never ever to team up with this stuff. Never. And this is, they're not trying to get too far off a lesson, but this is something that the camps, they don't get it. They don't get it because they're so in love with these wicked other nations.
All right. Now let me let me deal with this. Let me deal with this. There is no partnership. That's not in the Bible. 901 Memphis. It's a wife and a husband, right? It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's submit. You're not submitting to each other. You're submitting to the will of God. That's what the submission comes from. The woman is submitting to the man, and the man is submitting to the will of the Most High. I just read that. I don't understand how you. Let me say. Let's go back to Ephesians 5, because obviously we have people in the comments that are not paying attention. What does it say? Let's read it real clear, right? Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God. In the fear of God. And yes, you do control your woman, right? We can go down from the very beginning in Genesis, when she shall be ruled over thee. And I just read that you're supposed to treat your man like you're supposed to treat Hamashiach. I understand how you people can just get these scriptures and then just totally misunderstand that.
1 Corinthians 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach, and the head, not the equal, and the head of the woman is the man. Let me read that part again. And the head of the woman is the man. There is no equal partnership in this. The man is the head, bottom line. Now, that doesn't mean that the woman lives at the feet of the man. Now, that's what we're talking about. But at the same time, at the end of the day, the man is the final decision maker. The man is the decision maker, not the woman.
That kind of thinking right there. 901 Memphis is going to get you sent to the lake of fire. You probably don't have a man because you think like that, right? let's see what the scriptures say, right? Let's see what the Bible says, right? And unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In the sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Read that
That's
part
the
again.
first woman. And he shall rule over thee. And I don't mean to like be on no He-Man. You know what I mean? The will of God. We read in the will of the whole Bible is the will of God.
Wait a minute. I thought we're not supposed to rule over our women. You sure that scripture says that? Read that one more time, please.
It says, and he shall rule over thee. This is the very first, from the very beginning. And if you're supposed to treat your man, right, like you're Hamashiach, then what are you doing? What are you doing? If you're treating your man like he's Hamashiach himself, like Christ in the Old Testament, these women are doing what? They're coming in there, they're washing his feet with his hair. I'm not saying the sisters to do all that, but I'm saying that these are the sisters and how they treated Hamashiach in the Old Testament. I'm Salakia. These are how they, treated Hamashiach in the New Testament. You're not gonna, submitting yourselves to one another, right, in the will of God. That means that I'm submitting myself to the will of God, and the will of God tells me that what? I rule over my woman. I am the head of the household. I am the head. I make the rules. I make the final decisions as the man. That's my will, and I keep the commandments while I'm doing these things.
Show me one scripture in the Bible where a woman was allowed to bring her offerings to sacrifice for her family. You're not going to find one, because the role of the woman was to take care of the home. The role of the man was to be the head and be the ruler of his household. That's why when you read through the Torah, a lot of times the elders, they had several wives, and that which was allowed. Now I know a lot of our women don't like to hear that, because they want to be an equal partnership. But if an elder wanted pick up another wife, he could do so as long as he was able to take care of all his wives equally.
This is the same kind of thinking that these damn modern women have. Look at this crap, man. What are you from, a Christian church? I'm sorry, I don't mean to get aggravated, but damn. I mean, how many verses, man? We've been going over this for months now. The same old, and then as soon as you start, man, you're gonna have to get over that word. Just because you're stuck in the heathen land and he'll let you do whatever the hell you want, that does not mean that has anything to do with what God wants. God wants you to keep the commandments. And you have a problem with submitting, get ready to get your ass thrown into the lake of fire.
It's this. What's that old Lucy show where they show them like they equal and everything? They're sleeping in separate beds and stuff, and they doing things together. They sharing the cooking and all that kind of stuff. And no, that is the heathen's way. That's not the Most High's way.
Right? I guarantee you, this person is single.
Yeah, if we was alive back in the day, you would see. Hey, look, Judah was ready to kill one of his women because she was they painted her face up and laid the harlot and everything. But then once he realized who she was and everything,
that's right.
So there's no way around it. So the ruling part comes with the leadership. When it says ruling, see, a lot of our women get it twisted. They think that, oh man, ruling, he's gonna be beating us up and this and that, and no, that's abuse. That's not ruling. I'm talking about being the head, making decisions. He's the decision maker of his family, of his household. You go to, for example, you look at any Eastern country and how these Arabs, they have several wives and everything, but I'm gonna tell you something. These women, they know their role. And these Arab men are the decision maker. They might have their kids from their different wives and everything, but at the end of the day, they rule over their household. When I say rule, I'm talking about the leadership. They make the decisions, this and that. They're the disciplinaries, and that's the way it should be. There is no equal partnership in this thing. Never was.
Right. I mean, and then it further goes on to tell you to after you submit yourselves like as unto the Lord, it says, for the husband is the head of the wife. Does that sound like a partnership or equal? No, you have a head over you. even as Christ is the head of the church. You understand? Like, that's the similarity right there, right? So he makes a comparison of the same way that the man is the head over you is the same way that the Christ is over the head of the church, right? So does the church get to tell Hamashiach what to do?
Hell no.
Does the church tell Hamashiach any damn thing? No. I don't understand how this is so hard to. I don't understand how this is so hard to understand. How do you get? You know what I'm saying? How do you not get this? You know what I'm saying? He is the savior of the body, meaning that your husband is the savior of your body. Therefore, as the church is subject to Christ, so let the wives be unto their own husbands in everything. That means that no matter what is going on in your life, your husband has total rule over you to tell you what to do.
Yeah,
I hate to say it like that, but this is raw, uncut. I'm not trying to sugarcoat any damn thing. I'm just telling you how it is. If you don't like it, like it says, a wave compared to a drop. Just get ready to burn.
Yeah.
Just get ready to go.
This right here tells you out there that people that think like that. It tells you that the very subject that we're talking about, women are more acceptable to evil ways, to wickedness, and this is the very thing that we're talking about. Because women
if you
don't
want to get on and you got scriptures to fight what we're saying against, hey man, feel free to come on, and then we'll go ahead and break them down correctly for you. Yep. We're going to be nice to you, respectful. We're not going to call you any names or anything like that. I'll be easy. I'll tone my tone down. Hey, you can come on, and then we'll talk to you. But if not, you're gonna have to get over this mind frame.
Yeah, it's clear, y'all. It's clear. And if you want to argue against the Torah, you're gonna argue there. Then guess what? You're gonna end up in the same place where the heathens.
Right.
The word is the word. The law is the law. And this was written. This was written and said way before any of us on this earth were born.
I'm gonna get October 4/12.
We are created beings, and the Most High created the lesser woman, and He created the woman to incubate our seed and to carry our seed, and that's what He meant it to be. Now, if He would have created Eve just like He created Adam, now that would have been a whole different story. He didn't do that.
Let me see.
Yeah. When you say partnership, then that's when you start getting into like, you really start getting into some crazy stuff now, because now it's like they become equals, and that was never meant to be that way.
Let me just go one more scripture on that, man. Because
now you being a helpmate. Now, if you're referring to it as a partner, that's not a partner. A helpmate is there. You are there to submit and to support your husband, just like I said earlier. Like that mother, that love that mother has for their children, and she's going to do those things for the succession of her son. That's the same way it should be for the woman. You do things to better your husband, not yourself, because when you do things to better your husband, guess what? Everybody's going to be taken care of. Your whole family's going to be taken care of.
That's talking about sex. 901. That's talking about sex. That's not that. That's all it's talking about. It's talking about sex. Like whenever my wife wants to have some sex, I can't tell her no. I can't deny her. Same for so was. I understand what you're saying. Okay, right. But as you see, you have one verse and we have many, right? So that means that your understanding of this particular verse is wrong compared to the many verses that we're giving you. So the correct understanding, I'll bring that out too. I have no problem with bringing that out. We're not running from many. I don't run from many scriptures. But I have 100% understanding of what I'm talking about. Right. So Ecclesiasticus 36. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. Right. Oh, you're not supposed to possess people. No, that's not what the scripture said. He that getteth a wife beginning a possession. That means you belong to me. I own you. Right. I hate to say it like that, but I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm just saying it is what it is. Because if a lion comes out the forest, I own you. I got to go protect you. That's me out there. Got to put my life on the line for, for my wife. You understand? Even if I have 2 wives or 3, I got to put my life on the line for all of them.
Yeah.
Right.
And what was it? What was it? I think it's somewhere.
What happened? Yo. I can't hear you.
Yo, no. And also, where was it when if a man laid on a woman, he was to give, was it 30 shekels of silver or something like that?
50.
Where he had to pay to the father and everything if he had to lay down with a woman.
50
means that means that, hey, that's the possession.
Right.
So,
and I'm gonna keep on reading, right? It says, "He that getteth the wife beginning a possession, right? A help like unto himself." Oh no, she's supposed to have her own career and do her own damn thing. No, a help like unto himself. That means whatever your man is doing, he's training you in the same damn thing, and you're learning to do whatever your man has you doing. You don't do your own damn thing. Just like Eve, that's why she was a helpmeet of whatever Adam's dreams was. It wasn't her own damn thing. It was not no partnership. That I just know that's not how it works. At the end, so we're all working. We're working toward the same thing. Hey, retire, chill out. We keep the commandments, live a, die when we're old. It's the same thing, right? So we have two careers going on. Hey, man, I don't have time to focus on you and doing this. No, we have one mission, one focus. So we get this done and we'll get there. It's not all this chaos and confusion, right? A help unto him like himself and a pillar of rest. It does not say a pillar of stress. It says a pillar of rest. Right. So let me go back to what we going to? Oh yeah, Tobit. Let me get back to Tobit, dealing with that with these wicked sisters that desire these damn heathen men. Right. 4:12. Right. Tobit 4:12, and I guess we can get the one in Jubilees next. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? No, sure. All right, Tobit 4:12, right? Dealing with these, dealing with them sisters that were upset that the heathen men didn't like them, right? The heck? It says, beware of all whoredom, my son, right? And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and not take a strange woman a wife, which is not of thy father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets. You understand that, brothers? This goes for you too. You niggas out there that like to, lay down and make babies with these damn heathen women. The scriptures is talking to you, right? For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they were all married wives of their own kindred, right? Which means that what? Just like we married wives of our own kindred, the wives married men of their own kindred. It's the same thing, right? And we were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land. Right? We will be blessed in our children. And if we keep the commandments, they will inherit the land. They will inherit the land. Let me see. I got one more. Let me get this. Slocky out. Let me find that one scripture. Oh, hey, bring something out. Let me. I can't remember where the scripture is off the top of my head, but
you want Jubilee 30
to me? Yeah. Let me see. I know something in Jubilees 30 is about something. I don't know if that's particular one I might be looking for. Oh, you're talking about 30 and 7. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about 30 and 7 where it talks about that's for about a woman that can't stop them. Oh, you know what? That'll work. Yeah, Con. That's it. Matter of fact, Salakia. Yeah, that is it. Right. It says, right. If there is now, I want y'all to get this clear. Right. So you sisters out there, you know what I'm saying? That's part of that dumbass divester movement or some old crazy stuff. We got these women out here. Let's go start sleeping with the white men and be baby mamas over there too. It's just freaking retarded, right? So let's say okay, right? Oh man, hey, yo. Okay, right. So boom, right. I'm gonna read 7 and 11. It says in Jubilees 30, right, 7, and we're going to read also 11. It says, and if there is any man who wishes in Israel, if any man who wishes in Israel, right? So if you're a father, right, and you down with your daughter dating some damn heathen, hey man, you ain't making it. You ain't making it, dog. Who wishes in Israel to give his daughter or his sister to any man who is of the seed of the Gentiles, these heathens, he shall surely die. He shall surely die, right? This is a commandment of the death. You're going to die. And they shall stone him with stones, for he have brought shame in Israel. That's a shameful thing, right? And they shall burn the woman with fire, because she has dishonored the name of the house of her father, and she shall be rooted out of Israel. You're going to be gone into the lake of fire, burning the hell up. because of your wickedness and your lust for the heathen man. Right? So let's go on down. Brothers, pay attention now. Brothers, this is for you too. And do thou, Moses, command the children of Israel. You see what I'm saying? These for back in the commandments, right? And do thou, Moses, command the children of Israel and exhort them not to give their daughters to the Gentiles, and not to take for their sons any of the daughters of the Gentiles. For this is abominable before the Lord. You understand? These is abominable before the Lord. So ain't no date, no heathen women. You know what I'm saying? You can't take these, you know what I'm saying, these heathen women out here to be no wives. Like you got these dumbass camps doing, taking these Hispanics and all these other people they're trying to make. These are heathens. Talking about some Native American, they heathens. You do that, man, you're gonna get destroyed.
You're not gonna find one scripture where the Most High gave His covenant to other
nations.
Okay. You can show even one verse where the Most High gave His covenant to the heathen nations. Come on out here and show us.
It's not gonna happen. All right. So just everything to damn all this wicked twerking and baby daddies and just not wanting to submit to a man. It's everything opposite of what the Bible speaks of. Everything opposite. I mean, like it's so bad that we even had a a secret agent coming to the chart. You know what I'm saying? Like coming to the coming to the coming to the chat and tried to talking about some had a misunderstanding of the scriptures. Wow, I'll just leave it at that. 901. I'll say you had a misunderstanding of the scriptures.
Hey, what was the name of that? There's a name for it, man. Where divestment was it? What you call it?
Yeah,
divestment. Where you
divestment movement.
Yeah, divestment movement. That's talking about how women are acceptable to more evil. This divestment movement is a movement that's where it's just like you have these black women that are telling other black women don't mess with any black men. They're no good. They're dogs and everything. They're getting with these heathens, and then they're coming up missing. They're coming up dead. Because you got to understand, you get with these folks, they got that, they got that crazy nature on them and everything. And you do them the way you try to do the brothers. Yeah, they may take it for a little bit, then they snap, they go crazy because they can't handle no pressure. They're gonna end up killing you. And so many of our sisters end up dead because of that. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. There's a brother with a channel. He does divestment tales, and he talk about all the scenarios and the stuff that happens all the time with these black women. They're trying to divest and everything, and they're telling other black women to divest, leave your own, leave your race alone. See, that's the thing with the brothers. You don't never hear the brothers ever saying, "Grow, well, I don't need a black woman." I don't need. They know that they need that woman, but it's the black woman that, for the most part, that's saying that we don't need a black man. And then they're going on this guilt trip, and they're always pointing the finger at the brothers. They're failures. Same thing. Goes all the way back to Eve and how she knew what the hell she was doing.
I just found something that's this is a little this right here actually gives a little different take on the divestment, but I just wanted to this is still wicked as hell. Right, I just let me blow this up real quick so Israel can read this. How's that looking? Can you see that?
I can see that.
All right, come on. All right. It says now you see it's a sister, of course. You know what I'm saying, whatever. Shade Capri, man, she got a black Barbie, but with the heathen hair, it's horrendous. What is divestment? Divestment is simply black women choosing to put our needs and womanhood first, right? I mean, if they were putting their needs and their womanhood first, they wouldn't be out here, twerking and shaking it in the streets and doing any kind of wickedness like that, right? It's not giving access to any individual group, cause, or agenda that does not uplift black women and our image. This also includes other black women as well. I mean, like, what image does the black woman have? This stuff is folly. You know what I'm saying? The image that we see is wholehearted, hardcore thoughterly. And you know what I'm saying, and a whorism. And yes, I'm making up those words. Those are not real words. It says, furthermore, divesting has absolutely nothing to do with the centering men of any race. All right, okay. It is a movement about raising personal standards and taking any man, race, or group off the pedestal and replacing them with ourselves. Damn, That sounds like idolatry right there, don't it? Good Lord. This seems to be a lot of confusion surrounding what exactly divesting is and who it's for.
Totally opposite of Torah.
So to set the record straight, so we are very clear for the movement started by inclusively only to Black women. Lord have mercy. It seems that every time Black women start something, it always manages to be co-opted by the convoluted by other parties. That stops today, as Black women in 2020 will no longer allow the kumbaya, all-inclusive energy. I don't know, it's a bunch of folly. But you know, I just thought that was interesting to read. Just just the first part of it. And it just sounds like absolute folly. And they never will be equal to us, Brother Thomas. So that's just gonna.
Hey, leave that up for a minute. I want to comment on that because that is so profound. Because I know so many women leaving their marriages just because they can't be equal with their husband. You know, that is so profound because I talk to a lot of brothers and their wives just up and jetted on them and everything because they don't want to. You know, they want to have it their way, though. They want to wear the pants. They want to be the boss and everything. You know, and the brothers don't even file the divorce. It's the women that are leaving. It's the women that are departing. If you look up the stats, you'll see, when you research why the women leave, it's going to be because I can't, pretty much in so many words, I can't have my own way. Or they'll try to say that he is not a go-getter or he's not as aggressive as I am. That's what they like to say a lot. But stats show that, and it's evidence that Black women are the ones who are filing the divorce. Why do you think? That's why, like, anytime, like when you listen to anybody who Kevin Samuels was, the first thing he asked him is, "Why did you leave? Did you divorce?" And they always 9 times out of 10, it's always the woman that left or that filed for divorce. Because he was like, "Who filed for divorce? I did."
Why?
That's
It's always
crazy.
some stupid ass reason too. Oh, my happiness. Yeah. What was it? Man, so you trying to tell you that a man is responsible for you making yourself happy? This is wicked, man. This is a bunch of and all the reasons are just stupid. You know what I mean? I hate to say that, but damn, I just get, man, nowadays, man, when I see our people, I'm just so aggravated, man, because the more I see our people, sisters and brothers alike, and the wickedness that we're committing, I'm just thinking, damn, we ain't never getting out of here at this rate, man. We just gonna be here up under these damn heathen without no land of our own, following other people's laws, you know what I'm saying, doing all kind of craziness, you know what I'm saying, and I mean, like, damn, I just get so aggravated about the amount of wickedness that is taking place among our people, and I hate to be that guy, but damn, man, it always starts with these single mother homes where they're raising up these morons to come out there and
I want to address this comment right quick. Now, I don't know what your point is in bringing this out, but if you think that we're bashing that woman, we're coming straight from the scriptures. It has nothing to do with bashing Black women. All right, we do things in correction. We do things.
Oh no, I know what she's talking about. There was an installation on, like, I think it's like an OnlyFans, some brother was dating some wicked, you know what I'm saying, like, he was dealing with some wicked heathen woman, and she killed him. Hey, all praises to them. I mean, let me not say it like, but hey, man, when you're dealing with stuff like that, man, the Lord gonna make sure that you get your due justice. Now, however, that's like one isolated case. You know what I'm saying? That's not a normality.
Was this a brother? Oh, it was like a brother doing that?
Yeah, it was a brother. But however, you got to remember now, you know what I'm saying? Even though this white woman might have killed that brother, right? Black women have killed more brothers, have more of our people than anybody else to date through abortion. Right? You know what I'm saying? It was a statistical fact that the most dangerous person, the most dangerous place for an Israelite to be, well, until now they passed that Roe versus Wade, was in an Israelite woman's stomach. That's horrible. You know what I mean? That's our least, you know what I'm saying? We have more chances of being killed there than being shot by the police. More chances there than shot by a gang member. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, they say that's our lowest chance of survival.
That's crazy.
Let me see. Right. Right. So, we just go, I mean, like, maybe a change will start happening, right, when we start seeing our sisters start wearing their real hair. right? Because you saw all the women in the video that we showed today, they ain't had their real hair. They're out there trying to look like the damn heathen. Insurgents, secret agents laying right next to you. Insurgents and secret agents.
The problem with our people says it very clearly. Job 3:31. You know, choose not the oppressor, choose none of his ways. And our people are going to have to get to a point where they're going to have to make a serious decision, and they're going to have to come out because and this is why things are going to have to happen, because like our people, we're so embedded with the heathen's ways and everything, especially our women. Man, it's like they just take on. And it seems like our women absorb more than the men. Men a little more mental, but the women are more on emotional level. So they tend to absorb more of this wickedness, and it's like we're just so prone to it, you know. And so the only way a change is going to happen, and like the scripture says, it's going to have to be a purge. And that's just.
All right, now just the unbelievable, right? Hey, just to go back to what I was saying earlier, right? Nearly 40%. Now remember, now we're a small minority in this pop. 41. Let me see. You know what? Let me look up the number of how many people live. No, sorry, it's locked here. Live in the U.S. All right, 2022. Okay. 329.5 million people, right? Now, that was a number in 2020. All right, that's how many folks are living in America, right? Of that number, of that 329.5 million number, we only make up 41 million of that. You understand? 41 million, right? So let's do the math real quick. What? 329, right, minus 41 million, and we got 288. Right, 288 million are the heathen. Right, 288 million are the heathen. Now look at this. Right, now let's go back to this. Now we'll look at this. It says nearly 40% of all abortions in America since Roe versus Wade have been from Black Americans. Damn, we only make 41 million of all the. You know what I'm saying? That's 288 million more heathen than us. And you telling me that we make up 40% of all the freaking abortions? And who is the only people that can abort babies, right? It's women. Women. This equates to more than 20 million Israelites' pregnancies have been aborted. You women have killed 20 million Israelites.
And if you don't believe those stats, I think there was somebody, and you brought that up, and I did. Now I'm thinking about this, but I think there is something out there where they were showing, like interviewing Black women, and actually showing proof that it was a lot of them that was getting their abortions and everything.
That's
man.
Them numbers are them numbers. You see, man. That's just sad, man. You see what I'm saying? Margaret Thatcher. No. What's that? That's her name, isn't it? The one that started up the freaking Planned Parenthood.
I think so. Yeah, back in the 60s, something like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It was supposed to be for white women. It was white women who were getting pregnant early and everything, and trying to get them. And then it just got in our community.
Man, 40% of all the abortions in America have been from our women. That's a blight, man. I mean, imagine what Hamashiach is thinking about. That's why when you go back to Isaiah 4:1, y'all gonna be begging for a man. Y'all gonna be begging to take a man's last name. Yeah, Khan. Yeah. Thawada Nehemiah. Thawada brother. Yeah. Margaret Sanger. That's her name. You know what I'm saying? Margaret Sanger. All right. Thought of that Planned Parenthood mess. Yeah. Hey, this stuff. Yeah. Thawada T. Hicks. Khan. Right. This stuff is outrageous. 20 million Israelites you women have killed. 20 million. 40% of all America, right? We have 40% rate out of every, and there's 288 million more heathen than us. Come on, man. What the? And the women will tell you that ain't a damn problem.
So that means a lot of them are going to these places on the low and doing it on the low. Oh, that's great.
Well, any questions, comments, any Any disagreements? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we'll put the link in the box. If you have any disagreements or you need some clarity, if you want to come on, we welcome you to come on. We haven't had nobody come on in a minute, but like brother said, we don't run from those scriptures. We don't run from no one. We don't throw rocks and hide our hands. We do what you head on. We just ask you to, be courteous, and we'll be courteous to you. But make our heads hard. We'll make our head hard against your head. So I don't know how we do. We are men of war. We love to battle. So
I want to get out of here, y'all. I mean, I want to see some progress of us getting out. I just want to at least see a little bit of change. Man, I mean, like, damn, but it's nothing but getting worse. It's getting worse, man. When we gonna start crying and sign to the Most High for deliverance? I don't see that we doing that. And anything you hear these, these niggas and these nigga women talking about, hey, I'm living my best life. I don't need no damn man. I'm a bad boss babe, or all this other, rhetoric that they're using to dupe your ass into getting the lake of fire. That's all it's doing. You got to realize Satan is on the move. He is on the move. He's trying to get as many of y'all as possible.
So he's like a roaring lion.
Yeah,
like seeking like devour.
That's right, man. You remember when he was up to when he was before Job, hey, Hamashiach asked say, hey man, what's good, man? Satan said, hey man, I've been walking to and fro up and down the earth, looking and causing destruction, looking for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, that's ridiculous. Satan's been walking to and fro trying to start some. Hey man, he has set up a whole camp in America. Satan has set up a high chair where he's just sitting in there and he got y'all. He got y'all on the string. He got the daughters of Zion. He got the daughters of Zion wholeheartedly fooled up, thinking they can just do all of this, man. Hey.
In other words, our women have been weaponized.
Have been bamboozled, have been plagued with unclean spirits. They're possessed with the spirit of lust. Man, I read some kind of doggone statistic the other day. They were saying that man, come on, Memphis. We're right here, man. We just showed you we just gave you the link. We ain't been ducking and dodging you. What are you talking about? Now see, man, that kind of talk right there, that kind of talk annoys me. I tried to be cool now.
You had every chance to come on.
Yeah, man, click the link and come on. Ain't nobody ducking and dodging. You the one ducking and dodging. Here we go. Come on.
Just make sure you show your face. So we have.
Yeah, show the face. Make sure you ain't no heathen.
Because I know you're not gonna. I'm not gonna say that, but I want to give you opportunity to come on. You can't say that we're ducking and dodging. Where's your questions at? I'll give you time to come on.
Con, Sean, yep, they sure do. And in the end, we will be replenished as a people. I don't know, man. It says the amount of people that's going to be saved is a wave compared to a drop.
Yeah,
I can't say we're going to be replenished.
No, that's not.
I say that.
Those
who's going to make it are going to make it.
Now, what will happen is that the Most High, because just like when He used a people after the flood and everything to repopulate the earth, our seed is not going to be destroyed, so we're going to be few in numbers. So, yeah, Most High during the 1,000-year wilderness, the Most High used our seed to increase.
Yeah, Con. It says we are going to increase. Mm-hmm. Well, it's just going to be the same. I mean, we gotta tighten up at the people. What I'm saying, man, we worrying about stuff way down the line, and we can't even, we can't even keep the commandments right now. So we're not gonna, a lot of us, we have these camps telling you, just like they tell you the Y2K, Hamashiach is coming back. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I'm just joking.
You wild, man. You wild. You wild, Memphis. All right, y'all. Okay, Israel.
You probably just want to get a reaction out of us.
Yeah.
Get us all hyped up and everything. I was hoping for a good
debate. Good discussion. Good discussion. That's a better word for it.
Yeah.
All right, Israel, do we have any more questions, comments, or any detractors? got any detractors in the comments section? Any brothers, sisters? Yeah, but we have the same, repentant Israelites on usually every week. So, one thing I do want to say, man, I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate the sisters that continue to join us every week and to listen to the rhetoric, right? To listen to us continuously beating this dead horse. I know it can get redundant at times, listening to these things, over and over again. And I do understand that. But I just want to thank y'all, right? Brother Daniel and myself, we appreciate the repenting daughters of Zion that do the work of Titus 2, right? And to teach the younger sisters to do so as well. Man, we really appreciate y'all. We appreciate the strong back brothers. Go ahead.
And even the one who watches us in secret.
Con.
If you want to come on and everything. So.
God. And then we appreciate you strong brothers that stand firm, right? You brothers that aren't plagued with that noodleback soy boy disease. You know what I'm saying? The brothers that stand strong, for the scriptures. Like I know one brother that's constantly on it, which I will say is Brother Adam Jr., right? Brother Adam is on it. You know what I mean? Like, we get emails from him, with scriptures, all kinds of stuff. Sometimes he might even give me an idea of what to talk about. I appreciate you brothers and sisters that send us emails and and shout us out and give us uplifting spirits.
Yeah, and we have people from other countries watching this live too, even though they don't, they don't comment, but we only have the few of you who comment, but there's a lot more that are watching the lessons. So again, we appreciate that. And listen, we pray that you enjoy the rest of your Shabbat.
That's right.
Go meditate. Go meditate. Forget about the cares of the world. Don't bring any of this stuff in your house on the Shabbat day. Let it all go. Let it all go, Israel.
And before I go, right? Before we go, I just wanted to bring this right back up. Sister Uriah, Lariah, everyone, hey man, please pray for this sister.
Yes.
Right. Please pray for this sister. We're gonna pray for the sister. So this is our family. When it says when just more than two are gathered together, man, Hamashiach's there and he's paying attention, right? So we want to all pray for this sister, man. Try to uplift this sister with prayers to the Most High. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Israel. Shabbat Shalom.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, and we'll see you. Most High's will. We'll see you next week. And yeah, we'll be doing a lesson sometime. Well, it'll be after we do our Friday lesson. So next Shabbat sunset is going to bring in the Feast of Trumpets. So we'll be getting ready for that and everything. And I'm already prepared. I already got my shofar ready.
Hey, you know what? You want to do it the last day of the month so we can explain on how they should celebrate that, and then we can just do the lesson that way. So that way, we can. All right, come.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So we can tie in the lesson with the trumpets. So
that's right.
It'd be good. So expect a lesson on the trumpets on the Shabbat, not Friday like we normally do. We'll set up a mirror and everything. Let's set it for next week, Shabbat sunset, so we can bring in the Feast of Trumpets.
Blow your shofar.
Mm-hmm.
Get it in. Feast of Trumpets is coming up.
All right.
Cool.
So we say Shabbat Shalom and stay strong.
Shabbat Shalom, stay strong.
All right. Wow.